Hello. So why do you want to do tapping? What is tapping? Why does it work? Well, we're focusing on the month of February as getting back into tapping, or if you're new to tapping, starting a tapping practice. Why would you want to do that? And what is this and why does it work? Bottom line is it's called emotional freedom technique because it works with our energetic body. More on that in 1 second. And it frees up the emotions. Emotions are at the core of whatever's not happening right. So, you know how when you have a situation that happens and it keeps going over and over and over in your mind, there's a lot of emotions that are tangled up with that. And we need to let those go. Well, why should we use the tapping to let that happen? Isn't there lots of other techniques that work to do that? Shouldn't I just be able to say, let it go? Hmm, that's just the brain. If you work just the brain, yeah, it'll take longer though. Um, if you want to do it faster, you want to get some pretty instant relief from that circuit of tangled up emotions that keep you tangled up, or the opposite, where there's nothing happening, where there's no inspiration. You feel stuck. You want to do something and it's just, you can't quite get there. Both ways is what tapping can help you relieve. And the way that it works to do that, why we want to do that, is through the meridian system. So here is the meridians. What these are little rivers that flow through your body. So let me go over to my meridian page here and see if I can show you here. See all these little lines? These are the little rivers of flow of what modern science has told us is called hyaluronic acid through the connective tissue in the body. And when these little rivers are not free flowing, they get tangled up with the emotions. And when we stimulate specific points on these little rivers with our fingertips, we create a magnetic reaction that creates a chemical release of endorphins and the calming of the stress hormones. So, what isn't that the endocrine system? Isn't that other parts of my body systems? Yes. However, this goes even a level deeper. A level deeper. They say that the origins of all existence in our well beings are derived through these little rivers, these meridians through our body. Each of these meridians are named after the organ systems that they help regulate. And each one of these organ systems, so for example, the heart, see the red comes through there, the heart river meridian. The emotion, well, you can guess it's appreciation and love, and what's the opposite of that is usually anger. So if we want to get out of anger, we're feeling a closing off of the heart. It's also a part of our creativity. We'll work with the flow of that meridian. Well, what if you don't know what meridian is being affected? If I don't know that the emotion of the lung meridian is grief and I'm feeling a lot of grief, the reason that the modern day EFT simple formula was developed is so that we would address all of these meridians by tapping on specific points that would address all of the meridians and get those emotions flowing freely through the body and processing in a way that unclogs them, gets it out of the entanglement that happens so often. So that is why meridian tapping is another name for EFT. It's self applied acupressure that works with both these meridian systems to empower the positive chemistry in the body, along with cognitive processes. So we talk about what's going on. We have an awareness of what's going on, and we bring that into the process. And we'll talk about what we say and where we tap in the future. But this is why EFT works, is because it channels these and works with creating the feel-good chemistry that helps move the emotions through the meridian system. Okay, we're going to keep going with this. There's your operation for today. And the challenge is for you to start to think about, if you're new to tapping, I'll lead you through to the next step. If you're returning to tapping, I'd like you to think about February as a focus to come back into your tapping practice.